Hey y'all, hope you're doing amazing. So I apologize if I start coughing in the middle of this video. I've been struggling with a bit of a cough. It's really dry and I've been trying to do a video without coughing, but it's coughed now 5 or 6 times in the middle of videos and finally just said, heck with it. You guys are gonna have to put up with it if I start coughing. So today, I was in the middle of working away, life was going good, and my phone starts blowing up. Joe Biden destroys Donald Trump. All of a sudden, I've got Messenger app on my phone with the Facebook Messenger, and people are just messaging me, is Donald Trump going to recover from this one? Will you support Donald Trump anymore? And I'm not a Donald Trump fan at all. In fact, I actually have a video posted why I will not support Donald Trump. But it finally got my curiosity up enough that I took a break from work and started going through my Facebook. Now, apparently, I'm a little bit unusual. My Facebook profile and page is pretty much surrounded with anti-my political view pages. I like to surround myself with opinions that are the opposite of mine, so that way I'm constantly battling ideas. I believe in critical thinking. And if I'm just surrounding myself with pages that think just like me, well, I'm promoting propaganda or brainwashing, but not education. So I start going through the pages and it's just unloading. Donald Trump mocks our troops. Donald Trump says soldiers with PTSD can't make it. Joe Biden destroys Donald Trump. And I'm like, oh boy, Donald Trump stuck his foot in his mouth for real this time. It's over. He doesn't have a chance. That's kind of what's going through my head. It's over. And I decide to go and read the comments, and there's just ungodly amount of comments about how horrible Donald Trump is and what horrible things he said and how he disrespects our soldiers and everything else. Now, apparently I'm a weird person because I decided to go to YouTube and look up the video that Donald Trump did. And we have this resource for all of us. So if you're actually the type of person that's going to go bash on Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton or Gary Johnson, do a little bit of research. And when I say a little bit, this takes 10 seconds. I went to youtube.com, typed in Donald Trump PTSD. First video that pops up, Joe Biden destroys Donald Trump. Woo! Second video, Donald Trump PTSD. Says our troops aren't strong enough. Bam! There you go. It's a minute long. So guess what? You guys are going to listen to Donald Trump, and then we're going to compare that to the media's narrative. Here we go. Uh-oh. Wait for it. Wait for it. Bam.
Problems when people come back from war and combat, and they see things that maybe a lot of the folks in this room have seen many times over, and you're strong and you can handle it, but a lot of people can't handle it. And they see horror stories. They see events that you couldn't see in a movie. Nobody would believe it. Now, we need a mental health help and medical, and it's one of the things that I think is least addressed, and it's one of the things that I hear, like your question, it's one of the things that I hear the most about when I go around and talk to the veterans. So we're going to have a very, very robust level of performance having to do with mental health. We are losing so many great people that can be taken care of if they have proper care. You know, when you hear the 22 suicides a day, it's a big part of your question, but when you hear the 22 suicides a day, that should never be. That should never be. So we're going to be addressing that very strongly, and the whole mental health issue is going to be a very important issue when I take over, and the VA is going to be fixed in so many ways, but that's going to be one of the ways we're going to help. And that's, in many respects, going to be the number one thing we have to do, because I think it's really been left behind.
Did anybody hear anything offensive about that? Anything? So this is how desperate the Hillary Clinton campaign is. This is how desperate the Vice President of the United States is to go out of his way and attack Donald Trump. For that? That's one of the most unoffensive things you can say. Have we created a society that we are so incredibly sensitive that we have to worry about our words being taken out of context no matter what we say? People, this is a huge, huge issue. First of all, we have Democrats taking advantage of our troops dying to mock Donald Trump when he is defending them and trying to suggest how we can help them. And they are making a mockery of our troops. This is what the media is doing for Hillary Clinton in order to promote her agenda. Are they that desperate that they need to promote propaganda and brainwashing that badly in order to get her elected? Is the substance of her that horrible that they have to go out of their way to make fun of Donald Trump or to attack Donald Trump for something that's a non-issue? And it goes deeper than that. Are you listening to major media, or are you listening to media outlets that have this on their front page? Because if so, and these are sources that you listen to and trust, what kind of credibility do they have? And if they're promoting someone like Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, or anyone else, you might want to second guess why you're supporting that candidate if those are the type of sources that you're listening to. This isn't just a liberal issue or a Republican issue. Well, I can give you another example. Alex Jones, yesterday, a Republican talking mouth that's a huge Donald Trump supporter, went on and on and on about how Mr. WikiLeaks, Julian Assange, was going to go and break the biggest story ever about Hillary Clinton. Oh, it was going to be huge. And hardly anything was broken. So this man doesn't have credibility either. So if that's your source of education, you're not educated, you're brainwashed. And the same goes for Hillary supporters. This is how desperately bad they are going out of their way to attack Donald Trump. This doesn't make me hate Donald Trump. This makes me want to vote for the guy. If the media is so desperate that they're going to attack this man for things where he's actually trying to help our troops, where he's actually trying to talk about how PTSD is killing our troops, where he's talking about how we have 22 veterans every single day that die, if those are the issues he can't talk about with someone trying to take something out of context in order to attack him, it makes me really wonder who the media supports. Because I can see real issues on why not to vote for Donald Trump, but the media has to make up things. The media goes out of their way to cover for Hillary Clinton, and they go out of their way to attack Donald Trump. And I mean way out of their way. This isn't going to hurt Donald Trump. This is going to help Donald Trump. Now, we know through Hillary's own emails that she is trying to get the dumb vote and the stupid vote. I don't think there's enough dumb people and stupid people out there to vote for her when she is using media for these type of things. Let's talk about real issues, guys. We can't fix our country's issues. Whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, a socialist or a libertarian, we can't fix our country's issues if we're listening to media sources like this. It doesn't matter which side of the aisle you're on. We need to be focused on credibility first, and then we focus on how to fix our country. And when we're actually talking about real issues, instead of stupid talking points where we take things out of context, we're never going to fix our country. We actually have to talk about real things, but we can't when we have a day worth of front page headlines about Donald Trump says our troops can't handle PTSD. An entire 24-hour news cycle with that as a front page. We can't talk about real issues when that is our major news networks or when that is our media sources. It's impossible to unite a country when those are when that's propaganda, when that brainwashing is what we are listening to. It's impossible. Let's not be a part of the problem. Let's be part of the solution. Let's actually work on fixing our country, but we can't fix our country until we work on actually listening to accurate sources, accurate media sources. If you're liberal, go to TYT, The Young Turks. They're a really good source in general. If you're conservative, how about Stefan Molyneux? He's a huge Trump fan. He's really accurate, really credible. TYT, same thing in general. I mean, obviously, they're nobody's perfect, but these guys are funded by their listeners. They don't have huge, big donors. They don't have an agenda to promote. If you're trying to actually, in fact, I would argue, let's go quite the opposite. If you're a liberal, go listen to Stefan Molyneux. And if you're a Republican, go listen to TYT. Start educating yourself on the other side of the story. Let's start working together so we can fix issues. We can't fix issues while we're surrounding ourselves with bubbles of people that just want to promote our own agenda, the things that we like, the things that we love, the things that make us feel good when they talk about lowering taxes and that's all we care about, or raising taxes because that's all we care about. Let's actually educate ourselves with credible sources, start talking about real issues, and then we can start fixing things in this country. then we probably won't end up with choices like Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Huh? Wouldn't that be cool? That'd be awesome. Guys, if you want more videos like this, please hit subscribe. I love it. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. I'm going to be constantly posting videos on topics like this or anything else. They're always going to come from the heart. The whole goal of every single video is to unite us and to have a solution, to have something to work towards. Not just to hate on one side, not to just attack the other side, but to actually unite us and bring us to a goal of fixing our country, to helping everyone. I'm not here to promote any particular religion, any particular propaganda, any particular party. I am here to fix our country. I don't care about skin color. I don't care about anything. I don't care about your height, your weight. All I care about is fixing our country. And if you think everything is rosy and great, my channel's not going to help you. But if you actually recognize a lot of the stuff that's going on, you go, man, I want answers. I might not have answers all the time, but I'm going to do my doggone best to either have an answer or to have a solution or have something to work towards with every single video. When I point out a problem, I'm going to point out a way to fix it. But the first way to fix it is through education, not propaganda. That is a big difference. Education, not brainwashing. That's all for now, guys. Peace out.